These are the required points to express in your ad. Feel free to paraphrase and speak from your own experience. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. So, it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And please make sure, this point, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Do you know the spelling of anchor.fm? ANCHOR.FM. Thank you for your listening. See you. Hello everyone, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. This time, I'd like to talk about, the recommendations of adding stories to porn videos. And as I told other listeners of my podcast before, I often watch porn videos, not only for enjoying those porn videos, but also, checking the adult contents of other people, and like which I often think about how to improve the, for example, porn videos created by other people. So in most cases, people do not add stories to their porn videos. So I'd like to recommend you creating stories for porn videos. Creating short stories is fine. What I'd like to say is that, for example, if there's a porn video of hand job, the variations of hand job porn videos, for example, like milk jugs a penis, and the penis ejaculates semen. That's it. And another case is that, MILF jacks the penis, and through many denials, the penis ejaculates semen and finished. And this is a rare case, but MILF jacks a penis, and the porn actor can't ejaculate semen. The porn actor has to get through many denials done by the MILF in this case. So like which, the patterns are limited. So to improve the porn videos, and to create more porn videos with, for example, with a hand job or with a blow job, you should create stories. For example, just using MILF is fine. So if you record, for example, so I mean, if you are old lady, and or if your age is around, if you are around the edges of, for example, 30s, 40s, 50s, you should use the topic of MILF, or the topic of old ladies, for example, mothers, teachers, or stuff like that, for creating porn videos, capturing yourself. So in which case, for example, one story is that, like, a mother jacks a penis of her son, or another, and you can also add a story like, a mother jacks a penis of her stepson, and in another story is like, a mother have sexual intercourse with a teacher of her son or her daughter, for example. Both cases are fine. I mean, in this story, she in this story, she has children, and she 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 jacks the penis of the teacher who is a teacher of her children. This story is stuff like that, and it by which you can create many types of you can create by which you can create many variations of stories just using by just using meal for mother. And another case is like, for example, if you look younger, or if you are, for example, teenagers or 20s, if you are around the ages of teenagers or 20s, and you can use schoolgirl topic, or the topic of university students, like in, use in some countries, or in some schools, even in some schools in my country, some schools do not have uniforms, which is why you can create various kinds of topics only by using high school students and university girls, stuff like that. Like university girl tortures a boyfriend, or another example is like a university girl drags the penis of a professor. And still another example is like a university girl drags the penis of a freshman who has just entered a club, or some group, and that handjob is a kind of initiation. In the case of the United States of America, universities have such initiations, or sorority clubs, which that kind of clubs exist in the United States of America, which is my understanding. So that is fine. Using initiation, you can use you can create a story like a university girl or a school girl drags the penis of a freshman. You can create as an initiation. You can create such stories. And still another example is if you'd like to use high school student, what you have to be careful of is, please do not, you can't use real high school students, because just you can ask for having sexual intercourse for porn videos mature people, which means I don't know from what age people become mature, or what under what age people are not mature. I don't know the age of your country. I don't know the border age of your country of maturity, but the cats have to be mature, or they have to be the age or high or older than what those cats have to be the age of maturity or older, which is a fundamental requirement for creating porn videos. This is the case, or this is the rule you have to follow all over the world, and by which you should be careful when using the topic of high school student. And if you hire, or if you ask some casts who are old enough to play sexual intercourse in front of porn videos, you can also use high school girl topics, and high school girls torture many high school girls torture a boy, or some high school girl a high school girl teases a boy who took the underwear of obstacle, you can create many stories by using the topic high school girl, like which you can create many stories. So short story is fine to create. So the length of the moderate or in most cases the length of porn videos are 10 to 20 minutes. So the stories you can create are really short ones actually. So which is why adding stories is really good for improving your own porn videos. That's it. This is what I'd like to tell you this time. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.